Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to No Man's Land. Here we are, 6:03, and I have finished my day's work. We've had some trees planted, some bushy bits, some lights. Just thought I'd give you a quick tour of what I've been up to. Our bale trailer sat on our boundary line. It looks really cool in the dark with all these lights on. Well, I think it looks really cool. So that's the first thing you've seen down. Oh no, I need to get a road in that goes between. You've seen the chickens. A road that goes between here and here. I need to speed time up as well because I've been busy. So I've added a couple of wall lights, one for the wash station and one for the fuel. While we're here, we will get this washed off, and then we'll go for a kip for a couple. Get off. We'll go for a kip for a couple hours, and until the daylight appears. Now I have noticed in the sales there's two things that have popped up that I am seriously interested in. Now I was trying to stay away at one point from the sales because once a piece of machinery or whatever it is gets to a certain age, it costs an absolute fortune to keep it running. I found that out the hard way on Attingham. So that is another reason why the time is so low. Let's get this filled up. This is a buying fuel thing rather than a filling up fuel thing. There we go. We'll scooch this back over to the cow barn up there. I think we have a fair few litres of manure to dispose of, and we also have a fair few litres of slurry. Oh, watch out my dear. To also get rid of. The fence, as you can see, is still there. I haven't removed the fence. This field hasn't been touched. That field, haven't touched it. I did get the straw off the field, so you know, and I gave these guys another load of TMR. The TMR machine is now off. Oh. And the reason it's off is because we are out of mineral feed, so we do need to get some of that today. Hey? Silage, we're out of silage, not mineral feed. What am I talking about? Silage, we're out of silage. I need to add some silage to it. Oh, what am I like? I thought it was mineral feed. No, it's silage. We're out of silage. The big tractor's in here with the feed mixer. So that's the first thing. Now if we jump, I know I don't normally do a lot of jumping, but we're going to do a bit of jumping. We're here, so I want to jump down to here. That light you've seen. Other fence in here, this has all been washed and cleaned. You've seen those. It was the straw or what? Can I jump to the straw? Can I jump to these? No, I cannot. I can jump in here though. This is close. And pull away. This has been washed and repaired and whatnot. Right, I definitely need a roadway that goes back up that way. Like I did here, so like a circly type doohickey. So we scooch around here. As I say, we've got trees and things all installed, planted. Oh, some more lights to go this way. I don't think they added any more. I don't think I put any more in there. No, you've seen those. We did that together of the last episode. We got 56 round hay bales in that one, and then I finished baling up the wheat field, and then that all went into here. And we now have, whoop, where's he gone? 58 of straw. So that's where we is at the moment. Now I still need a road that goes back that way, and we also need a bridge down there that cuts through to the village. I also want to move my house over here. Now I was going to go to bed. I don't think I'm going to go to bed just yet. That should all now be ready to harvest rather than just some of it. Do you know what? I think I am. I'm going to do it. You don't know what it is, but I'm going to do it anyway. Unless it's the thumbnail, then you know. Do you know? You should know. If you don't know, why don't you know? Oh, the man's talking in tongues. He's lost it. Right. There's something that's popped up in the sales that I am seriously considering. Two things. There would have been three, but the third one's just not big enough. So it's going to be two. Seriously interested in two of the three. I'm slightly interested in the third one. The fourth one, give or take. The fourth one could have done cost 2 the other day on Caravana. Yeah, the fourth one's a pickup header for a forage harvester, and he had a John Deere forager pop up on the sales. I was like, get the forager, get the forager, get the forager. Did he buy it? No. I'm not going to spoil it, but he bought potato fields. Just go and show that man some love. He needs it. He really does. Oh, he's a lovely, lovely man. I'm not entirely sure how old he is. I would say about my age, because I'm an old man. It's hard to tell by a voice, right? All of you that aren't aware, I was 40 this year. I am in my 40s now. If I get all the way down here and it's gone, I'm going to be thoroughly, thoroughly disappointed. Life would have failed me. Look at that. Look how battered the bottom of that is. All those stones and God knows what that's hit it. Sharon, babes, do you ever go home? You're always here. I'm hoping you've got a coffee or something. Oh. Who is Smokey, and can I flick through his little black book? Can I pick it up? No. And that is the Crone Big M 450. It's 22222. So they got 9.9 hours on it, only 8 months old, and that's about the same age as all of our equipment. The second one I'm interested in is this. 61% off, but it has got 29 months, so that's going to be a pain in the bum. But it's so tempted by that. We can prep our fields, get the stones off. I think we are going to buy this because why not? Right. So that'll be out there. This one's going. I'm hoping I'm going to have more luck. I'm constantly repairing that tractor. It seems to break every 30 seconds. So money is now at 55,225. Sharon, should we go for the Great Plains? We could prep our fields. We just have it as is, shall we? Should we get it? I want to get those stones off. I know, that's exactly the same thought. You've had too many coffees. Go to bed, girl. Go to bed. Right. Let's back out of here. Right. Let's grab a hold of this. Oh, that was 300 odd horses. That means this tractor's not going to be able to pull it. It's only 200 and something. This is going to have to go on the big one. Oh, turnips. Oh, and there goes my door. Well, Mrs. is downstairs. Yeah. Well, it ain't me. I ain't at the front door. Yeah, this is got to go on the 1050, isn't it? Get those fields prepped. Ooh, well, don't tip it up first. Oh, it's all good. It's also going to need a repair. Oh, it's going to repair it over there. It's also going to need repairing, isn't it? Oh, turnips. It's going to need repairing, and yeah. So just as many hours on as the tractor, I think. Can't believe my tractor's up to 11.1 hours already. I dread to think what the other tractor's on. Now, can I even get this through here? This is why this grass field shouldn't have a fence. Whoa! I was looking at the grass field and not the cultivator. Fall over. No, don't actually fall over. Fall upright. Thank you. Darn and dag nabbit. That's not going to fit through there, is it? Oh, just. I need to get over there to the workshop. I did say in the last episode that I could do with a cultivator or something, so I could sort those fields out, get the stones picked up and stuff, and then poof, this pops up. I've even downloaded the or activated the Chrome Big M9 thing. The Chrome, was it? The one with the rear trailer hitch and all that on it. I haven't put any fencing around there yet. It's just a little hedge. I don't like that little hedge. It's bugging the bejeebers out of me. It needs to be bigger or nothing. I'm thinking maybe it should be bigger or an actual fence. Look at the size of the room in here. It's monumental. It's going to cost me £1,000 to repair that. Is what it is. So I need a big 1050 on here. Well, I was going to go to bed for a couple hours. Oh, this thing just likes to fall over, doesn't it, eh? The only why I unfold it is because it keeps falling over. I'm thinking maybe it needs to be unfolded and then refolded or something, I don't know. The wheels up there are just too heavy, too top heavy. That and the fact that we got a little tiny tractor pulling it. It's probably not heavy enough. So we'll get this up here at the wheat field, because we need to plant, in this episode, we need to, we're going to plant wheat in, we should plant wheat in one and canola in another. We are going to plant wheat and canola. So that needs prepping, that needs prepping. We're going to go for wheat in this field this time. Canola in this field. That'll be done soonish. That's ready next month. And then I may consider getting a new header for our combine. And we might do sunflowers or something. Or corn. I don't need sunflowers or corn, but it'll be something different, right? I think this field's going to stay the size it is for this season. Drop it down. Because we've still got all this to sort out. We'll dump that in there. I mean, we could start selling bits off, I suppose. And move things around. I mean, we could sell that off, sell this off, sell all that off. It is all sellable, right? Right, let's bring this back. Let's repair this, then bring it back. I mean, we have, oops, The good thing with that, I didn't even look how much it was. 7 grand. 7,370. Right, let's put some lights on, and then let's speed up time to where it's supposed to be. There we go. It's because I was working in the dark, trying to get those trees in and stuff, and the lights and things, and get that field baled. I didn't want to waste too much of the day. I didn't want to, sleep through till 9, then have to rush around all day getting things done. We literally have 2 fields to prep. We have no money, but we do have a Chrome Big M, which, it's got 9 hours on, but that's less than my tractor, right? It's full of diesel, so that's always a plus. The good thing with this is you can mow and swath in the same pass. So if I recut that field there, I don't have to bring the tedder down. Up to tedder. Why would I ted it? You don't have to bring the windrower down because it rows as it cuts. I could just come down with the baler and bale it. Was what I was getting at. Which is why I've installed or activated the other one of these that I've got with a rear PTO, because I can put the baler behind it and I can swath and bale and mow all in the same pass, and just come back and pick up the bales. But this is popped up on the thing, so let's run with it, right? I think we'll do this field first, so we'll just leave it here. I do need that. This is the 5 one, this is the smaller one. So we do need to get rid of some of that poop. We got 46,000 litres of poop, and we've got 82,000 litres of slurry. Why is it always the last tractor I get to is the one I want? This guy, I need this one. So I've got a feeling it's going to bring up a lot of stones being a cultivator rather than a disc. Let me move my mic slightly. You got to stretch to reach it. The reason I normally go for a disc over a cultivator is because they generally are shallow cultivation and don't bring up as many stones, if any at all. Which is exactly what you want in a cultivator, right? You just want a tilly van. But in my case, I want to get rid of these stones. And the only way I can see of doing that would be to cultivate to bring the stones up, then grab myself a stone picker-upper to, well, picker up them. Is this going to cultivate, or is this... Oh, it might be a shallow cultivator. There are stones, but were they there already? Let's just unbury them. It's a shallow cultivator used for seedbed creation of fields. So is this actually going to allow me to collect the stones? Oh, that sun popped up really quick, isn't it? Is this actually going to allow me to collect the stones? I really don't know. I'll do a headland, chuck a worker on it and see what happens. End up with those trees, you see. Yeah. So we'll chuck a worker on it, see what happens. We'll go grab the other fence, the 824, and then we move from slurry to the BGA. Is the first thing. So we get rid of the slurry, then we have to come back and load up the manure and chuck that in the BGA. I'm not happy with the sheds and the little office building that we put down at the greenhouses, at the garden centre. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we need to get that sorted at some point. I'm not sure what to put in its place, but I don't like the sheds. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I might see if I can, I don't know. I just don't know what to do with that area. I might have a look to see if there's more of a commercial style building that looks a bit more like the garden centre, and then we could use it as something else. So we could one half the garden centre and there's the greenhouses and stuff, and then the other one could be, I don't know, like a pond water area thing, I don't know. Then you can always go to the garden centre, and one half you can buy your flowers and stuff, on the other side you can purchase straight over the road. On the other side you can purchase like goldfish and koi carp and, you know, pond fish. I don't know. But how it is, I don't like it. That needs changing. That's bugging the bejeebers out of me. Let's turn these lights off. It may be September, but it's getting light. Right. I can't see this ending too well. But we're trying. Oh, we put all these lights on. It's not that dark. It's really not. Yeah, we need to pick these stones up. So we need this guy. And we need to collect. We'll do the slurry first. So we need that trailer. Oh, I'll say trailer. No, we don't need this guy. What am I doing? This guy was over here for a reason. I'm not sure what that reason. Oh, for the bejeebers. I want this guy. After all that, I picked the wrong one. What an oik. Right. This area is going to need sorting out, anyway. Where am I going? It's either too early or too late. I'm indecisive what it is. I'm going for too late. I shouldn't be, you know, farming at this hour of the dark. I should be snuggled in bed. But no, here I am, messing around, making mistakes. Well, I've started, so I'll finish, as they say. Right, let's grab this guy. I'm assuming it's empty, and I'm assuming this is going to be able to pull it. The speed for which it took off at, I'm going to go for it's going to struggle. it's going to struggle. Right, let's load up some poop, some liquid poop. Is that a manure texture? Oh, it is a liquid manure texture. Oh, that is pretty cool. Oh, light changed again. We spent a fortune last month on leasing costs, by the way. Money is back up to 32 grand. Right. While that's filling, let's have a quick look at what he's at. I think it's going to go back up, isn't it? That's fine. I mean, I put a big island in the way, so, you know, that's completely my fault. Haven't sorted that out. I did top the greenhouses up yesterday. I don't like those shades and that. It just looks really cluttered and horrible. Not sure what to do with that area, but not that. That's now full. We are going to drive over the barrier because that's easier than driving around it. So that's the field that we cut yesterday in game, in August. So this one and that one needs doing. And as the silage bales are smaller than the silage bales are smaller than the. Well, they're just a smaller bale, aren't they? They're just the smallest one. Which is why the mixer thing goes through them so fast, because I'm doing a trailer load of everything, so 18 bales of everything, is 11,000 to a bale of straw, and then I can't remember what the other two are, but they're definitely a smaller bale. That's the problem. They are a smaller bale, so we might do. Although we do have a lot of silage bales, we have 101. Yeah. I mean, we could do a load of silage and then chuck it in here. We could. Not saying we're going to, but we could. I did think about adding in the production shed. Which would then, we could use some of our crop to make seed, and then we could use the slurry and the manure to make solid fert. But currently we're just going to sell it to the BJ. Well, I say sell it, we're going to dump it in the BJ. That's barely touched the sides, is it? We're just going to dump it in here, activate this, and then make a few quid out of it. I haven't been up here in the dark since, well, I haven't, since I've made it. That little tree there needs to go, or that truck. Either the tree or the truck, one of those needs to get out of the way. I'm thinking possibly the truck. We'll move the truck somewhere else, because it's frightfully annoying, darling. Let's go grab another load of this liquid gold. How's he doing up there? Is he giving up? No, there he is. He seems to look like he knows what he's doing. I'm hoping the mower man's going to know what he's doing. He ain't going to go south like everybody else has done. Should we get that set up? Not sure we go for more silage and flog it, or go for some more hay on top of our thing. There's probably preset a wide swath, so we could just get him going in the field with the fence on and see what happens. Goodness. Right, leave him in there for a minute. Slurry is going down. There's another load after that load as well, and it looks like down the hill. Right, where did I leave it? Right down the end, didn't I? There it is. Get this unfolding. That's swathing left, right, widespread. Shall we do a headland on widespread, then hire a worker and see what happens? Turn it on, lower it down. When I get there, the back ones will drop. Dunk. That is just grass, I'm sure it is. There we go. The good thing with these things, they don't hang around, do they? They tonk along. I do like this crone. I had one of these on Calmlands for the Baker's Dozen challenge, and I'll tell you what, I really miss that. Not the challenge of making all those darn donuts. Just having one of these, because all the other Let's Plays since I've had something smaller. I mean, on Attingham I had the Kubota front and rear mower set, which don't get me wrong, it's a lovely set of mowers. But is it one of these? No, it is not. Does any large farm need one of these? Yes you do, especially with a good few head of cattle. That was the other thing I was thinking of today. There's a lot of stuff I want to get done today. We're going to run out of time, I know we are. And that was to see if we can get some beef cows on the go. And then we could just feed hay. We don't need to worry about the TMR. Right. So that's that. Now I'll get that map up so I can see where the numbers are. So 0 is here. If I just dash him off there, he should drive up. I'm not sure that grass and workers on this map actually work. So that's at 0. Oh, should have been the other guy. The other guy always does it right. This guy always tries to drive off to the to Neverland with Peter Pan. Although we might be in luck. Right, let's leave him to it for a second. Why are there 2 cows? Don't ask. He's doing alright. Go and get this. Turn that beacon off, it's bugging me. Let's go and get this into the BGA. See, this is where I could do an auto drive. But what is the chances of auto drive making it around that corner? Or this corner without getting stuck? They're a bit tight, aren't they? I think the next cow barn thing we go for isn't going to be one of the ones we already have, although they are dirt cheap. Because they don't have any outside space. That's more of a fattening barn for beef cows, isn't it? I think they need some outside space. So yeah, I think I made a mistake by buying a load of calves as well. I should have bought at least the adolescents, the first year heifers sort of thing. It is what it is. You live and learn, right? Live and learn. Well, I should have learned. I did the same on Attingham, and I spent months and months and months, years and years and years breeding them. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that I've only had like one set of the cows actually reproduce. The rest of them still haven't, because they're too ickle. Right, get this load in. That still leaves another load in there, doesn't it? They didn't eat as much grain as I thought they were going to, so I'm well chuffed with that. Another 40, another 2 loads. How's the BGA looking on here? That's out of silage, we know that. There's nothing in there. This guy... there's not a lot in there, is there? Well, we dumped a few bales of silage in here and mixed it with a slurry. We'd make a fortune. Can I mix the manure with anything? No, manure is just manure, isn't it? We might do that, you know. We might grab a trailer full of silage bales and our worker sees complete. I don't think they have. I think they've given up, or they've got stuck somewhere. I'm going for they're stuck somewhere. Don't you? Well, it could be that guy rather than the mower. I would say he's pretty much done. Ish. He's done enough of what he wanted to do. he's done, not the job. The worker's done, that's what he meant. The worker that you had today has had enough. The worker that you were hoping you would have has gone home. He's turning round. That's actually... Don't say it. Just don't say it. As soon as I say it, it'll go horribly, horribly wrong. Right, let's get this in here. Get that topping up, turn that off, leave him alone. Jump to this guy. Let's get the rest of this cultivating done. Because my fields are a funny shape, they don't like it. I think it's about 60 grand for the stone picker-upper. I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to be able to pick up said stone, because this was a shallow cultivator. I should have read the instructions before I purchased it. Oh, now they finished. I don't think they have. They got the other half of the field to do, but from where I left them, what do I expect? It's not a very big field either, is it? This is why I'm going to hit the tree. Turnips. This is why we need a bigger grass field that we could really sink our teeth into. And we have 3 reasonable sized grass fields. We may move from them, add in a bigger grass field somewhere, and we could turn this into a grass field, being a funny shape and all. That wouldn't be a bad shout actually. Turn this into a grass field, then I could use the current grass fields as pen areas for which the cattle could graze. Maybe have an open pasture, but that requires water. Chuck a couple of those feedlot things on it. If you missed the last episode, I downloaded the feedlot pack, and you can put beef cattle in it, or you can now add a trigger so that you can get milk and or slurry from the feedlot, which I think is a bit odd. Why people would want a feedlot barn pasture stable thing. Why they would want that and do milkers in it? You would literally just add straw and get manure, surely. That's what you'd get. Where are you going to get the slurry from? Are you going to, stand underneath it with a bucket? Well, I don't get how you'd get slurry from that sort of thing. I mean, milkers, you could simulate that you were, taking them out to milk, I suppose. I've taken the cows down to the parlour and they've been milked. So I get that you could kind of simulate that, but you can't simulate the fact that you're stood there with a bucket collecting, liquid poo. Well, how else are you going to collect it? They're in a field full of dirt. You're not. You can collect manure. There's no way you're collecting liquid poo. So, someone's full of turnips. Turnips, I tell you. Talking of turnips, it's only a couple of weeks now before the premium DLC drops, in which you have, was it parsnips, red beet, and something else? Parsnips, red beet, and what's the other thing? Carrots. So I'm not entirely sure. I was talking to Wasteland Gaming about this. I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to be one of the first ones to jump all over root crops after the root crop challenge, and the fact that the organic issue and the precision farming combination destroyed Farm Sim and the map. I don't think that's on the cards just yet. I mean, I'll probably play for my own personal usages to get used to the idea of the map and what's what and where's where. But as for playing as a let's play, a role play, a live stream, or whatever you want to call it, I don't think that's on my agenda just yet. I mean, we may do something on that map, but not do Well, I'll score that 10 out of 10. While it's down, it's lovely. While it's up, it's top heavy. And even little bends that you take at 40 miles an hour, it falls over. Darn thing. Right, let's get a headland on here done. Yeah, I think that silly field over there that I've created, which was our wheat field, I think we might actually plant grass in there. I'm really tempted to plant some grass. I do need to pick the stones. Those feedlot things are only 25 grand each as well, and I hold 1,000 cows per thing. But again, you'd have to have a load of beef cows to start. It doesn't seem worth the hassle. Yeah, so what you'd have to do is you'd have to have some sort of open pasture type thing which held like 100 beef cattle. And then out of that 100, when they reproduced, you would put those calves in the fattening barn for 36 months and flog them, so you'd constantly get new ones, and the original 100 would just get old and fraggly until the point where they weren't worth anything, and then they would go for harvest, and then you'd have to replace your original 100. The problem with that is, I think the open pasture that I normally go for, like the one with the chickens that we have over there, only holds 120, so that wouldn't work. We'd have to get 60 and then keep chucking 60s in every time they reproduced. Which isn't the end of the world, I suppose. Is it? No, it's not. So we could do something like that. So we get the grass cut, and we could sort that out, I think. That might be the next venture. Beef cow. But unlike the milkers, which we're still not getting any milk from because they're too little. I mean, we're getting there. Yeah, I think the beef cows, you have to start with older cattle and fatten up the youngsters. I don't think with beef cattle it's worth starting with calves, because you spend so long waiting for them to reproduce. Start with older ones, get them reproducing as quick as possible. There's that 5 grand for that pasture as well. So that's not the end of the world either, is it? Right, let's jump up to that corner, get a worker on this field. My only concern with the worker on this field, we'll tell you what we're going to do. First, we're going to run another row across the bottom. I do not want him in my grass field. Don't even think about it, matey. Although we could tear that up and plant something else in that grass field, then have that as a big grass field, couldn't we? Let's have a look at the map quickly. We'll just over here. So these two fields are kind of pointless. Let's be honest, they are kind of pointless. That perimeter fence down there is kind of pointless. So they're useless. This field, not sure about that yet. This I got a few bales off, 28 bales off of that field, which isn't bad. If this was a grass field, and then these were, we needed another big plot, like 30, and make that into a grass field. So we got some decent size. The bale storage is here. It's there. So 48. would make a lovely grass field. Oh, Muggins has missed a bit. Skip that bit. This may be an incredibly long episode, or you'll get a part 1 and a part 2. This is... I can't remember what episode this is now. Episode 14? So you might get a part 1 and a part 2 maybe. Let me think about that. Let's drop him there. Big scooter across to this guy. Exactly the right guy I wanted. He's done alright actually. I think it may have just been... I don't know. May have been something was afoot. That thing under my leg with the toes on. Yeah. Right. A bit wobbly. Let's get this guy going. I knew we'd miss that bit. I only need to do a headland really, don't I? Well, a bigger headland. I did do a headland, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Maybe I should have done 2 headlands. Maybe the field's just a funny shape. All these questions. So in that... I'm going to get wet feet, aren't I? Ugh. So there's my chickens. This is our home, or will be our home. This is where we're moving to, this area here. So we scooch up, send the drone up, which runs down to this grass-free line, and it goes across to this grass-free line. And then the front of this, there's the line there, look, where the trailer is. This is bale storage and stuff. That's what that looks like from the air. Making the most out of the space that we've got. Our worker B's completed their task. Which workers B? That guy. Yes, he turned the wrong way. Such an idiot. I thought we had it down. This area here, if we bought, what number was that? 47. That wouldn't be a bad size field, was it? 47. Big field next to the farm. Which will come this way. So we've only got half the field. So we have to buy 47 and 46. 46 then gets us a bit this side of the road as well as. So we can utilise all of this. That'd be a lovely sized field, wouldn't it? So right down to the river, right up. So we need 46 and 47 to make a huge grass field, which will have a road running between the two. Or we move the road. It's only painted in. So we could bring the road up and round through the trees and then could run up the outside edge of the field and then cut back in again. It's like only a dirt path. That wouldn't be a bad shout, would it? So we need 2 fields. Right, let's get the rest of this cut. This isn't what I'd planned on doing now. I was going to look at cow barns. You know, it's what it is. And I need to change that hedge on that chicken pen. I don't like that. Bad decisions were made all round. I just don't like it. I like the speed at which this runs as well. That's pretty cool. Let's get all these little bits. Yeah, I think if you're going to go for this sort of thing, you need to go for this sort of thing, don't you? Now I have only just replanted this, so you know it's all fully fertilised, all good to go. The plan was to keep this as a constant field, but if we can have this as an open pasture, I haven't got to worry about mowing it. It is a funny shaped blinking field. Workers don't like it. I think we need to buy those two. Get rid of those trees. Move the fence. Move the road, sorry. Move the fence. Move the road. That ain't a bad shout, is it? Onward and upward. Let's fold this up so I can get through the gate. There we go. So this field needs a doing as well. I'll just stop that there. So if I go back into animals and cows, because we literally just focuses on cows. Oh, it's 100. Oh, I thought it was 120. But it's literally just 100. We can have one in here, which takes me up to that hedge. I bring that down to the hedge. I get that both sides in the field. Just, I mean, we could put 2 in for 10 grand. This gives us 200, 50 in each maybe. Don't like that idea. And these guys hold 1,000 each. And we could place one. I'm not sure what to do with that grass. That, I think this is going to be part of that one. We are going to plough those two together. This one I would like some sort of open. I mean, I would love one of these kittens, not that one. One of these guys. Dash one of those on there. I haven't got a spare 800 grand at the minute. That's 150. I was 490. We could start the cows off in there, but that needs water. That holds 200 for 484. That might fit on this field actually. Yeah, it would. So we could place that on there. That's 484. Bit of inside space, bit of outside space. What have we got that's cheap? That's 145, that's 240, that's also a load of money. That's 5, there's no outside space. You see, this is the thing. Not all these big barns, there's no outside space. I mean, that's got lovely ample space. Also creates me an income from somewhere. And that would be, you know, pretty cool to be on here. To go here, wouldn't it? That holds 500. That would be, you know, that's 250 grand. 6 grand a month that brings in, not sure how, but that brings in money. I mean, this is only 139. And I only just realised I can change the blinking colour. So we could pop one of those across here. Or across here. Probably across here, to be honest. That's the flattest bit, isn't it? So that's 139. We can get another 1,000 in there. Decisions. Right. Let's have a tab around and see where we're at. This guy's doing his merry thing. This is full again. Right. Take this. Oh, this needs to go down to the BGA. How much is left in there? 22. One more load after this. We've still got all that manure to move. And that needs tedding. Right. Let's take this up to the BGA. Now I think that field is probably going to end up part of that field. That seems to make sense in my head. We do need to sell all of this over here and move the seed bag and that. We don't need that anymore. Well, we do need the seed bag, we don't need it there. I think it's a bag of seed, it's not a bag of lime. It's a bag of something over there, isn't it? That just sat there and it's Marion. So we need to get all that sold. And we're already an hour in. Well, turnips. What to do, what to do. We'll start by unloading that. Have a quick look in the sales, anything else has popped up. No. Don't want that one. Stone picker uppers, 64 grand for that one. I like that. That's 3, 3, 4, 5, and the tractor I'm using is going to have to pull it. Right, we'll lease that. We'll leave that there for now. So we need to buy those 2 plots of land and get the trees removed. Buy those 2 plots, get the trees removed, move the road over so that we can get one decent sized grass field. Yeah, so we buy, what are we getting? I can't remember what plots we're blinking getting now. This plot. Let's have a look. Where are we? Where are we? We're here. So 46 and 47 is the 2 we want, right? We already own this one. The river's here. That's currently empty, nothing on that one. So we could bring this river round and up and then stop. Because we don't own 36. We need 36 to bring the road back round up here, don't we? Then this will be a decent... Oh, at the minute we could have this area. Goodness. Or 48 and 49. That's a funny shape again, isn't it? Do 48 and 49 and stick with a rectangle-ish. We've got 57. It's going to take some thinking about. There's rocks on 46. Or do we just buy a plot over there? So a quick look over here, quick. There's water there. 54 looks empty. So we could just randomly buy 54 and turn it into one big square grass field. Splosh. Splash. Let's have a look. Where's 54? So this is 55. 54 will be the next one. Oh, it's on Walton's Hill. Ah, turnips. So we could buy this one, remove these little trees. And then it's a bit on the steep side of fish, isn't it? We've got the crone. Just turn this into one big rectangle grass field. That's an option. I'm looking for big squares. And then we can always spread out. I mean, I haven't got the opportunities of course play, have I? On the console. I should ponder that. Like I say, this is on lease. So I am going to leave it here for part 1 of September. And then we shall do part 2. So, I'm going to say as I always do, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Each and every one of you, please take care, and I shall see you all in my next adventure. Cheers, guys.